This is Colinterviews, SWMRS.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up?
And so, whose laundry is this?
That's mine.
This is Colinterviews, SWMRS.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hi, it's going good, man. We're here in the Thekla in Bristol on a boat, which we were 3 years ago. Here's a clip. I'm Colin, and I am sitting here with Emily's Army.
Hey.
Hi, how's it going? Emily's Army are here in the Thekla in Bristol tonight, which is a boat. So how does it feel to be on a boat, first of all?
Feels awesome.
Darn cool.
Never played anything like this.
Oh, look how young we were now. You look pretty much the same, your hair is different.
Yeah.
You were on the Drive North tour, like the first tour you're old enough to drink, first tour as SWMRS. How has it been compared to previous tours?
It's kind of awesome because we finally have a record out with our new band, so like people can like sing the words and stuff. But also, like it's kind of awesome that we're older now. We can just go to pubs and like do that whole thing. Cause I think you were 17. He just missed it.
Yeah.
So
Lost
it's
at
nice.
17?
Yeah.
Some fans have been wondering what has happened to the song Palm Trees, because you were playing it live a lot and it didn't end up on the album, so what's going on with Palm Trees?
Well,
It didn't
surprise.
end up on the album yet.
Oh!
Yeah, surprise! We you may or may not hear it in the set tonight, a new version, and it may or may not be part of something that may be coming out sometime within the next year, or within the next month. We just don't know yet.
You released the Swim EP in 2014 as Emily's Army, but you considered it the first SWMRS release, but do you still consider it? Because
No.
No.
It was like more like a stepping stone between the two, I'd say. Like the first SWMRS release is just Drive North, or like the mildly uncool, like EP, whatever you want to call it, singles. That was like real first SWMRS. Whenever we started working with Zach, basically is when SWMRS became a thing. Yeah, we like to think.
So like, was that like you initially went for like a surf rock sound? You were thinking SWMRS was going to be a surf rock band, but then when you started writing these songs that Drive North, it ended up being something like really wacky, something like really, like, you know what I mean? Like something really like punky, wacky. Like, did you notice like when you were writing, oh, we don't want to write surf music anymore, we want to write, you know?
Yeah, I think when you're first like trying to figure out who you are, you're really quick to label yourself.
You like start probing into different things.
But then once you kind of like get more to the center of what you're trying to do, you realize that if you want to do something new and that's like true to what you want to do, it's gonna be all over the place.
Are there any Emily's Army songs you miss playing live? Like ones like, because you're SWMRS now, you want to distance yourself from that, but then you're like, oh, you know, that would be fun to try again one day.
I'm just playing Athlete.
Yeah.
We haven't played that in maybe 3 years. But to be honest, our new songs are way more fun to play. I'd say just out of just nostalgia.
Yeah, like,
that song.
I would be really down to play Strictly for the Birds again.
Yeah, those were like two that I'd say were pretty fun live.
Yeah.
Would you ever like bring them back for something special, like just as a one-off? Not saying like a part of the set list, but just like sometime you'd play them again, just as a one-off. Like,
I'm just gonna say no, so that if it ever happens, it'll be even more special.
Of course, recently you played the Late Late Show with James Corden.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, what was that like?
That was really cool.
It was cool. It's just like all of a sudden there's this amazing like talk show host that treats you great on and off the stage. He said some really funny shit to us too. He was like, once we got off, he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, I get a lot of shit bands on this show. You guys were fucking incredible. We're like, oh, sick.
Can you do it in his voice though? Yeah, I see a lot of shit bands. Yeah.
I see a lot of shit bands on this show. No.
Yeah, I went bad.
No, he didn't really mean that, but it was just like cool that he was making us feel good after we played. He probably loves the bands on this show.
It's really scary because like when you play a live show, if you miss one note, it's whatever. Like there's 100 people and maybe one person noticed. But on TV, like you get this idea in your head that like if you fuck up once, everybody's gonna notice, and everybody is 1 million people watching it live. So it's kind of scary, and they can go back and TiVo, fucking
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Did you know? Saw us on my Facebook time thing. It's 1 year since Miley was released today.
Oh.
1 whole year. So,
wow, sick.
I thought I'd ask a question about the music video because you made it, didn't you? Just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like one of those, like, so what was the idea behind the music video? Like, what were you...
We just wanted to kind of create something entertaining and abstract that tied in to our love of Miley Cyrus. So we downloaded a bunch of footage and had a green screen and just kind of fucked around in Final Cut Pro.
Ah, the one.
Yeah.
That's what you're watching this on.
I no longer have it because it was a 10-day trial that I got just
Yeah, you
to do
finished
the
it in
video.
10 days.
Yeah.
Nice one. And I was filming the bananas and the wine. And,
It was fantastic. You know,
you do it again.
2 of my favorite things, bananas and rosé. It's nice to team them up. Actually, it tasted like shit. But I think it was like bad rosé, like it had gone bad, so that was worse.
I thought wine got off good with age, didn't it? Or was this just bad to begin with?
Well,
Like,
it was opened like a month ago.
Right.
That was the bad part. That's what you don't do.
Yeah, open and not refrigerated.
So, speaking of music videos, so you're figuring it out music video, it had kind of an unusual concept. It was like you guys going through like a cardboard TV into like this cardboard land or something.
Yeah.
So what was like the idea for that, and how did you build the set, and you know what I mean?
That was actually all Krayshawn
Yeah.
and Justin
and also Goons.
She
Goons or-
Goons.
Oh yeah.
So we wanted to work with her because like we're huge fans. Her music is kind of what we grew up with, and we heard that she had gone to doing videos and art. So we emailed her and she came up with the whole concept. And her friend Goons built the set, and he's actually the guy with the hose at the end.
Yeah.
So he actually
yeah.
built and painted that whole set.
Oh, he destroyed it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of his art. It's like all of this cardboard, cool like drawing.
You guys filmed a Drive North music video, am I right? And
Yeah.
when is that gonna like be released? Do you think?
No one
Hopefully
knows.
sometime in our life. It's what happened was it's like our homie Ryan, like it was all his idea and it's this fantastic idea, and when it comes out everyone's gonna get their mind blown. But what ended up happening is he just started going down like all these creative like rabbit hole things, and like he's still working
he has
on
a day
it.
job.
Really?
Yeah, and he also works on other stuff, so like we're not like it's not like it's like pressed for time or anything, but he's just when it comes out it'll be awesome.
Following when the Drive North video is released, are there any plans for another music video?
Yeah.
We have a couple of plans. They're kind of secret right now.
Kind of
but
going down the pipe.
We have two music videos we're working on.
One we're in post production on.
Oh, 3 music videos.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a henna video.
Are you doing like? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Our sister did it.
Oh.
And her boyfriend, yeah.
Are you doing like one for every song on the album? Would you say, or is that a bit of a stretch?
We
I mean,
wanted
that'd
to.
be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's so much work and like coming up with an idea that's as unique as each song, you know? Like I wouldn't want to just kind of half-ass the videos. Like we would have to come up with a new idea for every song and have it be just as good a video as each song, which is hard. Because at the end of the day, we're musicians, we're not directors.
Yeah.
Whose idea you might have already come up with there? Do you got a car music video with tour footage on the road footage?
Oh.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
That's your idea.
Yeah, there you go.
Directed by Colin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bring me up for a week.
Yeah.
Harry Dean was originally called James Dean, yes?
Yeah.
Why is it Harry Dean now? What's the question?
Basically, like, we kind of had this conversation going early on when we first did it. Like, we were more attached to the riff than the actual content. And at first it was James Dean because that's the first thing we could come up with. But
Well,
we
at
were
first it was like about someone we went to high school with, actually.
So actually, it was a song, a totally different name. It was called Jamal Gamal. And, like, he didn't even go to high school with him. It was just, like, this
name.
guy who was, like, this party superhero of the Bay Area. And, like, I realized the song was really stupid. But the riff and all the chords and everything were perfect. So it was, like, the night before Reading Festival. I was like, yo, Cole, like, write something to, like, this thing that I already had. And then it was like, let's be James Dean. And then all of a sudden, we were talking early on, like, oh, that might sound like a little too mainstream, like all this kind of stuff, and then we were like introduced to this guy Harry Dean Stanton, who's like an actor who's been in a bunch of stuff, and he has cool philosophy, and we're like, oh, like let's do like that. That's more us, you know. So it changed to Harry Dean.
And didn't he hear the song, I recall?
He did, yeah. We sent it to him via Facebook, and he listened to it and he said, "Too loud for my ears. Sorry, I'm old." And then he deleted his Facebook.
Oh, right after that.
Yeah.
Or did he block you?
Maybe he blocked us actually.
Read between the lines.
Yeah.
Has that like put a distaste to the song, or are you just still like, fuck this Harry Dean, like, is it?
No, I made it better.
Yeah,
Put a little angst into it, isn't it?
Yeah, better, because he was like, it's the right idea, but I can't listen, like that kind of thing.
So after Travis left Emily's army, you took up guitar rather than bass, and Seb joined doing the bass. So why did you decide to give up doing bass?
To be honest, I've been playing guitar my whole life. Bass was just sort of this thing, like, well, not my whole life. I started learning guitar first, and then Joey and Cole, like 2 weeks into their little band that they decided to make, were like, oh, you can play bass for us. I was like, okay. And then I just played bass, but I've been playing guitar. I wrote all my songs on guitar, all this kind of stuff. And we were like, okay, like, let's kind of like take it to the next level and like really work on guitars and like have Seb come in and teach Seb how to play bass. And that's kind of what happened.
Because Seb, if I remember, you played something on Digital Drugs.
He played saxophone.
Yeah, that's it.
He didn't know how to play bass until 3 months before our... Honestly, 3 months before our first time at Reading is when he picked up the bass for the first time, yeah.
So technically Digital Drugs is the first Swimmer song, in a way, kinda, at a stretch.
Yeah.
And when Seb came in for the happy birthday on my interview 3 years ago, it was kind of the first Swimmers interview. Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Here's a clip.
Yeah.
This man plays horns on Digital Drugs, sit there, get around. So how was your experience playing horns on Digital Drugs' birthday boy?
It was just a blast, you know. They invited me to come join the band, or not join the band, but play with them.
First Swimmers interview. Bam. What are your plans for his second album?
We've been writing a lot, actually, but we're not going to come out with one until, like, probably 2018, because...
It's gonna be all techno.
Yeah. No, we just kind of realized, like, oh, like, so many bands just release tons of stuff, and then it gets diluted, and we're more fan of, like, bands that just take their time, one album, make it a big deal, wait a little bit, move on to the next one, make each one memorable. So we're, like, preparing a lot right now and writing a ton, and it's going to be really hard choosing which songs we end up doing, but it's not going to be for a bit. Because we still have like a lot of life left in Drive North anyways, so.
You plan like a 2-year cycle for this album, and then...
Yeah, at least till the end of next summer.
Yeah. You know, you always get asked, what band do you listen to? What video games do you play?
Oh. You're the two worst people to ask that question. Because neither of us play video games, but I know...
We had Guitar Hero for a while, that was great.
Go on.
Yeah, sick, yeah.
Last time I had a portable video game player, it was like Nintendo
Yoshi's Island.
Oh, the Game Boy was your last one.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance.
It was like Game Boy Advance. We had like MLB 2003, NBA 2003. We had Yoshi's Island, Mario, Super Mario, not Mario Kart, Super Mario. Those were like pretty fun.
But you have a home console like PS4 or...
We do, but we kind of like...
Oh, you're never at home here.
It's funny, yeah, we're never home, but also like, it's one of those things where like, oh, like let's get a PS2, PS3. And we got it and played it for like a couple days. And then like we never touched it again. I feel terrible for my parents because when we were younger, we just like we're always like outside. So.
But Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
There you go. He's on Pokemon. Show the camera. He's on a Pokemon.
Pokemon right now.
Pokemon Blue version. There you go.
Yeah.
No, but for a while, were you doing Pokemon Go?
No.
Joey was doing Pokemon Go.
I eat your data.
Yeah, but we ended up getting unlimited.
This is actually the final question.
Really?
Final little question here. So, of course, when you change your name from Emily's Army to Swimmers, there's that big fear. Like, did you have that big fear where you change your name and you fear, oh, we're just gonna sink, no one's gonna hear us again.
We're gonna lose momentum, that kind of thing. We did get a little scared, but then we kind of like, we had like this weird like surge of independence with it that like kind of blocked all that other stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
It kind of helped us be like, oh well, shit, like we're like deciding everything on our own. Like we're getting rid of this record label we were on, and whether people liked it or not, we were gonna do it.
Yeah.
So it kind of ended up being fine, and now we're like way bigger, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't know how it happened. You change your name and you're
Usually
more well known.
people-
Yeah, it's like
usually people have a hard time with that, but we also like got like proper management and everything.
It was one of those things where like we
It
used
just became
everything we
really
learned in
organized.
Emily's Army and basically decided to start a new band, but do it more streamlined and have it more like actively in our minds as
Yeah.
we had like a more of a plan, and I think that's
Emily's
what
Army was kind of like boot camp. We like went through all this crazy shit as a band, and we were like 16, and then now we have all this like background knowledge, and we're starting with a clean slate, but with like some built-in fans. It was kind of cool.
Mhm.
Anyway, thank you very much,
Yeah.
Max and Cole from Swimmers.
Yeah, Colin.
Nice to meet you again, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call interview.
That's the
Call
one. So, Colin, you signing out. Peace.
Colinterview.
Thank you! I fucking love this city! Rock and roll, Bristol! Thekla!